Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 2 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Ottomans with the Rights of Man DLC. We're just about to go to war with Constantinople. One thing that I did forget to do is have a look and see how close we are to our force limit. We're actually quite far below it. Now I also believe as the Ottomans we can have slightly more infantry before we, cavalry before we get penalised. Not having more than 50%. Oh, so it's the same as it is for the Western tech. I thought they could have 100%, but apparently not. So, if that's the case, what we need to do is try and get some more infantry. So, let's go ahead and do that. Let's try and build up to our force limit if we can. So, that'll put us up to... I don't think it's worth having more than 6 cavalry. Well, maybe it is. We've got 6. We could have 4 with each army. So let's just go ahead and get a couple more cavalry. That puts us up to our force limit. We've still got some money in the bank. Let's go ahead. We're going to declare our war over here on Constantinople. That is done. They do have a fair few ships around. We should be able to just go in there. Their leader is a 112. Our leader is a 333. So we're much stronger than they are. They're not even at full morale. We won't be crossing over a river either. We're moving... Oh, we will cross a river. Why isn't it showing on the terrain map mode? It's because I'm not on the simple terrain map mode. That's why. Where is my simple terrain map mode? That's very odd. Geographical. Simple terrain. Yeah, it's showing the river now. So that's areas. I always thought that was my simple terrain map mode. Add another simple terrain. Yeah, there we go. So we will be crossing over a river. That is fine though because we have the 3 maneuver, so we won't actually take the river crossing penalty for that one anyway. So let's go and march in there. They do have a few ships, but their ships are all scattered around. Okay, so someone's joined the trade league led by Ragusa. That doesn't really affect us. These guys are just getting absolutely crushed. I'm not even sure they're going to have anywhere to run away to. I think we stacked wipe them, and indeed we did. So let's go ahead here and just detach a siege. We do need quite a hefty siege here. So we're just getting rid of 1 cav. I think we just leave them there then, as we need that many men. It's going to be naval combat over there. They do have a few more galleys than us, which is not great. Now, attacking over here could be a little bit risky. But we've got massive numbers, and they don't have a leader either. We will have to go through Athens because the strait is being blockaded. But that's not a problem. So, more people joining trade leagues, that doesn't really bother us. We're winning a few naval battles over here. We did win that battle down here, as expected. Let's go and just detach a small siege there and move the rest of you in to go and grab this fort. Royal marriage offer from Tunisia. We'll definitely go and take that. Now, we will want to stop guaranteeing the independence of Ragusa fairly shortly, because we will want to take that from them. So hopefully it shouldn't take too long to get all of this stuff. We would also like to go and take Athens if we can. So as soon as... that's what I was waiting for. As soon as we've got that, let's just move a unit into Athens. That'll stop them producing any more units. Pirates of the Nights are raiding us. Obviously we're going to keep getting raided. But that's fine. I think we can deal with that. We'll probably continue to engage a few of these ships as and when we run into them. We could just go and blockade Constantinople, actually. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Let's just go and take the navy. And just get the navy to sit here and blockade in Constantinople. And then that'll make that siege go a little bit more quickly. And we'll probably want to get all of these units together. We'll try and build 2 equal stacks of units once the war is once this war is over. So Is that Athens' only province? I think it probably is. That belongs to the Knights. That belongs to... Cyprus is independent, but I believe they're a vassal of Venice, usually, or something. Oh, guaranteed by the Mamluks. Okay, we have an event. With the death of Hajjaj Giray, the young Crimean Khanate must for the first time find its feet without its dynamic founder. Nordevlet has managed to secure the Crimean throne, but his position is very weak. Ambitious siblings have not given up on claiming Hajj's legacy for themselves, and to the east and west, hungry neighbours are eyeing the Crimean lands greedily. One of the failing pretenders to the throne, Mengli Giray, has fled to Edirne, and is now seeking our support. Mengli offers over the servitude of himself as well as direct ownership of a number of Black Sea ports if we are willing to help secure the Crimean throne. So let us help this newfound friend. We basically get a subjugation CB on Crimea and gain a load of claims on some individual provinces. Or we can not do it and have a load of people's opinion of us changed by plus 50. People's whose opinion I'm not all that bothered about. So let us help our new friend. And at least now we have another war that we can do after we have finished this one. So then we'll get to go and take out the Crimea. And it's quite good actually being able to get... not too sure which of the ports we have the claims on. Let's go have a quick look at that actually. Diplomatic. So we've got the claims on all of the ports here. And we'll subjugate the rest of them, which is actually quite nice. I like that. That seems like a nice idea. Let's just check, see who we're at war with, so we can see all of the red. Yeah, so they haven't got anything beyond this territory. So I think we should be able to take all of that quite nicely. We do want to try and expand quite quickly. Obviously, your position as a great power is very much based on your development and your tech group. So we definitely want to make sure that we stay on top of development. I've just realised that we have this automatically turning the forts on, and we don't need those on. We can afford to turn those off. We just need to wait for these sieges. I know the siege of Athens isn't actually progressing at the moment. I guess we could take some of these extra units and put them in there. So let's go and do that. Obviously, we'll want to piece Athens out first. But yeah, once we actually get Constantinople, I mean, we could, if we wanted to, move our capital there. This has show province. This has 23 development. Our capital has 16 development. So yeah, we may move over there, or we may just stay where we are. I think you actually get a event or a decision that allows you to do it anyway. So I'll try not to screw that one up. Like I said, I've actually never played as the Ottomans before, but I am vaguely aware that once you take Constantinople, there is some sort of event that will... it either gives you a free core or allows you to make it your capital. I just don't exactly remember what. So the Byzantine navy is getting wrecked. We want to come down here because we can help out with these sieges. We've got some people making some claims against us, but at least we have another war that we can start. Obviously, getting over here to Crimea is going to be a little bit difficult. So we might have to get some transports to get some units across there. Unless we can get open borders with Lithuania and Moldova. Do Moldova like us? They're actually friendly towards us. So we could go and try and... get open borders through them and through Lithuania. We should be able to just march through. Diplomatic insult. Conflicts sometimes erupt following diplomatic insults. A Diplo CB on Hungary. I'm not attacking Hungary just yet, so let's try and get the opinion for now, because we've already got our next war lined up. So it doesn't seem like there's an awful lot of point in getting a CB that we're not going to use for a while. And who is looking after the knights? The province is so small it's impossible to click on. You are being guaranteed by Venice. And I'm not really scared of Venice. Venice have a navy, which is the only thing that they've really got going for them. There's some more ships that are getting pumped out. Speaking of ships, what we should do is see if we're anywhere near our naval limit. And we're actually not all that far off. Now, do we want to get mostly galleys? I think we probably do, because we're always going to be in the Mediterranean, really. So let's go ahead and get ourselves 3 more galleys. They're going to take quite some time to build wherever we go for, but they're 343, 346 at the lowest ones. Byzantium are willing to peace out, but I'd also like to try and take Athens as well. Venice, of course, have a few little islands around. Now, we don't have any transports, so declaring a war against the knights at this point is kind of redundant. So let's go ahead and just start bringing these armies back. We don't need to sit there in Constantinople. There's no point looting somewhere that we're going to be taking for ourselves. So at this point, we are literally just waiting for Athens to fall. We'll peace them out first, and then we will take Byzantium, all of it. And then, I don't know why we're still guaranteeing Ragusa. I guess it means that we'll have another way potentially to get to Venice later on. But yeah, we definitely want to try and take out the Crimea. And we can get to there with just a couple of accesses. The Enclave of Infidels. There is a small enclave of infidels living right among us in Adern, who stubbornly refuse all attempts to convert them to the true faith. They support themselves as merchants and peddlers, and have thus far been a boon to the community. But now several local religious leaders have called for their swift expulsion from the city and the confiscation of their assets. So we could gain some piety and lose some money, or we could lose some piety and gain some money. Let's have a quick look at religion here. So we're already very pious. Piety gives us missionary strength, morale of armies and fort defense. Lack of piety gives us tax, manpower, and reduced tech costs. Both are good, to be honest. We could afford to lose the money. How much are we making? Not as much as you would think. I think we'll actually lose some piety. We'll try and keep it around the middle until we actually decide what our focus is going to be. We're just waiting for this siege to happen. Hopefully it won't take too long. Can we detach more from there? Yeah, we can get a couple more out of there. I've got a few men too many in there. So let's go ahead and get a few more out so we take in less attrition. I should have been keeping my eye on that earlier. As I've said before, I haven't really played EU4 in a little while, apart from the Iroquois game. So it's just little bits and pieces coming back to me. I get a bit rusty. My brain is literally full of Civilization 6 at the moment. So we've got enough money to build buildings, but the only thing we can really get is a castle, so I'm not bothered about that. Mamluks have been discovered building we've discovered building a spy network to the Mamluks. Can we actually get any claims over there then? Fabricate claims. We can. We can get a claim on Antioch. And we don't have enough to get another one, but we'll be able to get another one soon. So Antioch is the one closest to us, because we do share a water tile, share the Gulf of Cyprus. We will start to spread like the plague that the Ottomans are. We've got the Siege of Athens. It's forced their navy out, so we might as well wait for that to finish, because we'll have the ongoing battles penalty otherwise when we try and peace out. Not that it should matter, because we're 100% war score anyway, but we might capture a ship or two, so let's see what happens. Doesn't look like we are going to. We actually did. We actually captured... did we capture some ships? Ships captured too. What did we get? Not entirely sure. But, you know, we'll take it. We've got... Didn't realise I actually had transports in with that lot. So we do already have some transports. Let's take the transports and take them back home. We might be able to use those later against Venice. So, first things first. Let's go and sue for peace with Athens. Oh, you're a vassal, so we can't peace out with you directly. So you're actually the vassal of Byzantium. So we need to go and sue for peace with you. So what we'd like is... well, I guess we just asked for all of this stuff. It's only 68 war score. We basically take everything that you've got and... take all of your money. Can't really get anything else from you because you're no longer going to exist, so send demands. There we go, we now have everything. This is another thing as well, another new feature. So at the end of the war, you actually get to see everything that is lost due to both combat and attrition. So I lost 2,480 men to combat, and almost the same amount again to attrition. In fact, I lost more to attrition, because I didn't lose any cavalry in combat. So I really need to sort my attrition out, because I'm not playing optimally there. You can see how many ships were lost as well. We didn't lose any at all. What's this button down here? Oh, we can say how this pops up. Nice. So you can have it show up on the map as well. Interesting. But yeah, I do like that overview. That is very nice. So we're going to go and take all of this stuff. We now need to get another rival, because we are missing one. Timurids, Austria, not a bad idea. Hungary. Remind me who has rivaled me. Hungary, Poland, Timurids, and you. You're never going to be our friend, and you are quite a close neighbour. Let's go and get you done there. Let's go and check out this national decision. Make Constantinople the capital. So we gain a free stability. Constantinople becomes our new capital. We gain a core on Constantinople. The culture becomes Turkish. The religion becomes Sunni. It gets renamed. We gain lots of extra stuff. I've actually seen, I think it was a Rumba playing a game once where he took Constantinople, then cored it, then took the decision. But no, the decision gives you a core. That's why I was remembering it. So we go ahead and do that. We're now an empire, because we've just got an absolute ton of development over here. So some of our provinces lack cores. We can afford to go and core them all, so let's go ahead and do that. Our corruption is growing, which is fine. We don't have a mission selected. Naval race versus Venice. Have a fleet equal or larger than Venice, 27. Are we at our cap at the moment? No, we're not. So we could actually go and do that one quite easily. Rival of our rival. Get Switzerland's opinion up. Well, that should be easy. And conquer Levant. Mission succeeds when the following criteria are met. We'd have to take a lot of stuff to be able to get that. So that might be something later on. I think naval race with Venice is what we want to do first, because we're not at our full capacity. We've got a fair bit of money. So we are building up to 29. But let's go ahead and get a couple more galleys queued up as well. If we can find the provinces that aren't going to take forever to do it in. So we should be able to win that without too much of a problem. Let's go ahead and unpause here. We want to go back to fabricating claims, or building a spy network down here on the Mamluks, so we can take more stuff from them. Estates demand control of provinces. So we've actually got 4 states with the Ottomans, because we've got the Dhimmi here, who are... Does it actually tell me anything about you? Term reserved for Christians and Jews, non-Muslim subjects, and the ulema will be the Muslims. So we've actually sort of got 2 religious groups here, but it's the ulema that are a little bit upset because they would like some more territory. So let's go ahead and give them some. Now, where do we need to convert? Let's have a look at that, because they will help with conversion. So pretty much any of these provinces in the northern half of our territory we could give them. So we could give them Moriat, for example. Or Athens. Let's give them one with slightly less development. Let's go ahead. Oh, we need to core it first. That is a very good point. You are Orthodox. You've already got some autonomy. You're already owned by one of the religious groups, as are you. Actually, quite a lot of these are. We could go and do it over on this one. So let's go ahead and give you to the Ulema. That'll solve that problem. Fantastic. We can also build up to our force limit, because it did drop. We can get another 3 units. So let's just go ahead and get another 2 infantry. Keep it a nice round number. And we'll get all of our army together. And then we'll just split them up. We've got this fort that is now turned on over here, which we don't need on. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. That'll save us a little bit more money. Oh, and of course, our navy. You guys need to go back to protecting trade and in Constantinople. And we want to make sure that you repair when you are slightly damaged. So you'll go back and repair there. Fantastic. So you should all go and get fixed up. Got a big group here. I'm aware I'm taking a butt-ton of attrition. But I'm going to group and split and move half of you into the capital. Probably the half with the leader. So we'll have a slightly uneven stack, but we'll get extra infantry on both of them. So both of them should have 4 cav. Yeah, we'll end up with 13 infantry on each one. Naval race versus Venice is done. So let's go for... Oh, countries wish to hire a condottieri. That could be useful. Maybe we can do that. Rival of our rival, though. We should definitely go and do that. That is with Switzerland. So let's go and start working on that one right now. It's nice that I remembered where Switzerland was. So go ahead and improve relations there. Also, now the icon to get the condottieri has disappeared, which is quite strange. So you're going to group up and you're going to move over there to Constantinople. So we're just going to go and get ready for our next war. Let's go ahead and just get these galleys together, because they do need to join the trade mission. But we'll do that in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Europa Universalis 4. I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.